Hi, students. Welcome to today's class. I hope all of you are fine and safe. In the previous class, we have discussed about the major causes of resource depletion. Which are they? Yes, overpopulation, deforestation, pollution, natural calamities, industrial and technological development, etc. Students, you have learned that due to deforestation, many animals and plant species have lost their natural habitat. Depletion of natural resources increases the endangered species problem also. Students, can you identify this bird? This is dodo bird. Dodo is a bird that became extinct because of the reckless exploitation of natural resources by man. Dodo birds were the inhabitants of the Mauritius Islands in the Indian Ocean and were killed extensively for meat. Other animals that are now extinct include Aura cattle found in India, Asian cheetah, etc. We have the right to use the essential resources, but we don't have the right to use them without considering the need of the future generation. Wise use of the resources should be our motto. Conservation of resources. Judicious and careful use of resources, as well as giving enough time for them to replenish, can conserve the natural resources. Resource conservation and acts in India. These laws have emerged from the necessity to control the reckless exploitation of nature that poses threat to the very existence of man. Section 48A and Section 51AG of the Indian Constitution stating the conservation of nature as the duty of the Indian citizen. Nature Conservation Act, Water Act, Forest Conservation Act, Air Act are some of the acts in India relating to resource conservation. Resource conservation in Kerala. The People's Movement for the Conservation of the Periyar River in 1999 led to the establishment of the Water Authority. Various acts related to resource conservation have emerged in Kerala following the people's movements and through government interventions. Act for Protection of Paddy Fields, Act for Protection of Wetlands, etc. are examples. World Earth Day. World Earth Day is celebrated on April 22nd every year. This day aims to raise awareness among the masses about climate change and global warming. This day inspires to act towards the protection of the environment and focus on the need for the conservation of the same. What is sustainable development? Development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the right of future generations to fulfill their needs is termed as sustainable development. Recycling and reusing of resources as well as reducing their use are the means to sustainable development. Sustainable development encourages us to conserve and enhance our resource base by gradually changing the ways in which we develop and use technologies. What can we do for sustainable development? Everybody has the right to have a healthy and clean environment. This can be achieved by reducing pollution. Plant more trees in public places. Trees are able to clean the air and contribute a healthier and clean environment. Reduce the use of air polluting vehicles. Use vehicles such as cycle that don't cause pollution. The non-renewable resources such as fossil fuels must be used efficiently and the development of alternatives should be encouraged. Use the non-conventional energy sources such as solar energy, wind energy, etc. to the maximum. Use the wastewater from the kitchen for watering plants. Ensure steps for rainwater harvesting. Use cloth bags instead of plastic carry bags. What activities we can do for sustainable development and for environment protection? Lights and fans should be switched off when they are not in use. Use LED bulbs or CFL lamps instead of ordinary bulbs. Control the use of electric iron box, water heaters, etc. Unplug electronic devices such as television, computer, etc. when they are not in use. Use energy efficient electronic equipments only. Paper, bottles, clothes, carry bags, toys, etc. can be reused. Engage in activities to make people aware of the issues related to environment. Use resources only if essential. So students, from this chapter we discussed about resources, classification of resource, biotic and abiotic, renewable and non-renewable, major causes of resource depletion, resource conservation, sustainable development, etc. That's all from this chapter. Thank you.